A judge sentenced rapper Fetty Wap to 6 years in federal prison for his role in a scheme. The Grammy-nominated rapper pleaded guilty in August 2022 as part of a plea agreement. It spared him from a potential life sentence.
Indictment just unsealed late this morning. As you mentioned, the arraignment will be held this afternoon via teleconference. He was arrested yesterday at Citi Field. It was during a music festival in the afternoon before he performed. He's one of 6 indicted for conspiracy to distribute more than 100 kilograms of...
Back in 2015, Fetty Wap wasn't just a rapper, he was a global sensation. His breakout anthem Trap Queen wasn't just popular, it dominated every radio station, every club, and every playlist. Practically overnight, Fetty went from an unknown kid from New Jersey to one of the hottest names in the world. He toured with major stars like Post Malone, sold out arenas, and everywhere he went, crowds screamed his name. But fast forward to now, and instead of rocking stages, Fetty is locked away in federal prison, facing the harsh price of the biggest mistake of his life. Things have gotten so bad that even his most loyal fans whisper that his career is finished for good. The real question is, how does someone go from running the charts worldwide to sitting behind bars? The downfall started the moment Fetty's bank account exploded after Trap Queen took off. He doubled down with more massive hits like 679 and My Way, both moving millions of copies and cementing him as hip-hop royalty. At his peak, Fetty was everywhere. Concerts, features, interviews. And he wasn't shy about bragging over just how much cash he was stacking.
How much is the most you saw like in your account? You're like, what
the most I saw in my account?
Yeah, just
22.
Huh?
22.
Like 22,
M's.
like 2.22 million?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I spent a lot too. I ain't gonna lie.
I saved a lot of money, bro.
22 million.
I saved a lot of money because I wouldn't spend unless I knew I was making it. So it wasn't like I made $22 million at one time. Nah, that's not how it happened.
At one point, Fetty admitted he had a jaw-dropping $22 million in his account. That meant he'd actually earned closer to $40 million before taxes. But the question was, what did he do with all that money? The answer is part of what destroyed him. Wild spending habits and reckless financial decisions played a huge role in steering him toward prison.
I heard you bought like 50 cars, and I'm like,
oh, 72.
You bought 72 cars?
Count like from then to now, yeah, 72.
For like who?
And almost everybody.
Why? And what are you thinking?
I just want everybody to be happy, bro.
What's the craziest you ever did?
Jewelry.
Jewelry?
Yeah.
How much?
2.5
million?
Yeah.
Tell me you sold it back or something. You got money back, right?
Not really.
Fetty burned through money like it was infinite, blowing around $200,000 every month just on bills. And that's not even counting the money he paid out to support his 6 kids with 6 different mothers. He poured cash into mansions, exotic cars, flashy diamonds, basically anything shiny that caught his eye. At first, no one worried. When you've got tens of millions in the bank, dropping a couple $100,000 feels like pocket change. But as every celebrity eventually learns, even millions can vanish fast when you treat money like water. By 2018, reality hit hard. For his daughter's birthday, Fetty planned to pull out $100,000 to throw an unforgettable celebration. But when he walked into the bank, he didn't get stacks of cash. Instead, he got shocking news. His account was frozen.
Yeah, I had a bad business manager. He was like, he was taking a lot of my bread. But I was making so much of it, like I didn't know.
You're not keeping track of it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they froze all my... Yeah, like people that I was supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like that I didn't even know I had to pay. Yeah, they froze all my bro. I went to the bank again, and that was like, hold. And I'm like, what the f? And yeah, so I think for 6 months, yeah, I was broke, bro.
The bank locked him out because he had fallen dangerously behind on payments. In that moment, Fetty realized he wasn't the unstoppable superstar he thought he was. He couldn't even access his own money for his daughter's birthday. Meanwhile, his music career was stalling. He released a few free mixtapes, but nothing that brought in serious income. He was relying on old hits, hoping royalties would keep him afloat forever. But behind the flashy lifestyle, things were collapsing. When fans looked closely at his timeline, something seemed off. After his hit 2015 album, Fetty went 6 years without dropping a real project, only 3 mixtapes until 2021. Why? It all traced back to a critical mistake. Early in his career, a local promoter named Nit the Grit helped him with studio time and exposure. Out of loyalty, Fetty signed with his label, RGF Productions. The problem? Nit had no experience running a superstar's career. That decision came back to haunt Fetty in ways he couldn't imagine.
Spiraling out of control, man. Like, but this is early, though. It's early. Like, you tell me you could have grabbed control. I'm talking about y'all made it, money's coming in, but now it's about how the you're gonna manage fame, stardom, legal money. Bro, listen. No, like it's more so like it just happened too fast for bro at a young, very, very, very young age.
By 2019, desperate to maintain the lavish lifestyle, Fetty and a crew of 5 hatched a high-stakes plan. They began transporting high-value product from the west coast to the east, hidden inside car compartments, planes, and even mail packages. Once it landed in New Jersey, they split it and distributed it across the tri-state area. At their peak, they were moving nearly $2 million worth of product every week. For a while, the money poured in, but the feds were already watching. They tapped phones, planted hidden cameras, and tracked every move. On June 27, 2020, federal agents raided 6 locations connected to Fetty's crew. Evidence piled up, arrests were made, and it looked like Fetty's time was up. But somehow, he slipped through untouched and even managed a comeback attempt in 2021 with his second album, The Butterfly Effect. Fans cheered his Rolling Loud performance slot. But just as things seemed to turn around, federal agents swooped in once more.
The talented rapper Willie Jr. Maxwell II, better known by his stage name Fetty Wap, was preparing to take the stage at the Citi Field Music Festival Rolling Loud Thursday night when the FBI moved in, arresting him for running a major ring. He's mostly stayed out of the music spotlight the last few years, and that lack of money and prestige, said a source, were motivation to allegedly get involved in the trade.
Fetty's courtroom experience was unlike most. Instead of simply announcing the sentence, the judge spoke directly to him, asking questions and pressing him about the decisions that led him there. It was less of a ruling, more of a conversation.
So they said, during your sentencing, you told the judge, I only ever wanted to help my family. I never asked myself if it was all the way right. Why was that important for you to say at the time? He says, because it was true. It's all true. A lot of people don't say it to my face, but, I hear the rumors like, oh, he dumb as hell. He had the world in his hands. All this other shit. But people don't understand the shit I was going through with the music.
For the first time, fans heard Fetty's truth. He admitted he was never financially educated, had no real advisors, and mismanaged his fortune from the very beginning. What shocked everyone was his confession. He knew his music career was fading and refused to let the world watch him fall into financial ruin. His solution? To get money by any means necessary, even if it meant going back to illegal hustles.
When I started doing this is what I know how to do. It's like being honest with myself, and you know what I'm saying? Like, the music wasn't doing that good. I was putting out music with nobody paying attention, so I'm like, man, f it, I'm gonna go back to what I know how to do. Instead of pursuing my career harder or going harder to make people listen, man, I was kind of you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm falling off, I ain't about to look like it. You know what I'm saying? I was a coward for that. It was just like, I can't let my family down. It wasn't to be like, I'm outside. I'm really doing this for real.
Though he never outright said it, everyone, including the judge, knew he was talking about moving product again. The saddest moment came when Fetty explained how unfair record deals stripped him of the wealth his songs created. He revealed that while others made hundreds of millions from his hits, he barely saw a fraction of it. His downfall wasn't just personal mistakes. It was also the dark side of the music industry.
From what the public didn't see, is it just bad business situation or contracts that kind of held you back? You had songs like Trap Queen 679 and My Way that were hits. But maybe people thought you had all this money, but behind the scenes, because of business, it's like, yeah, it wasn't like that. Somebody got all the money, but I don't got it. I'll just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? I made all my money from doing shows and tours and stuff like that. And the real reason why I'm here, I never really get all that, the rap money, I guess you would say, like masters and royalties.
Now, the story continues behind bars. Recently, new pictures of Fetty Wap surfaced from prison, confirming he won't be free until 2027. The once unstoppable superstar now waits for a second chance, but whether the world will still be waiting for him is a different story.